Hi and welcome in today's video. Mariam here, sharing about how to live a more nourishing, energizing and prosperous life. I hope you are really well. Today I am taking a feedback that I received recently and I want to make a video about this, about energy, living on energy, having more energy and being powerful, basically, having your power, owning your power, being a master of yourself. How does it work really? And how simple that is when you just know the technique and how it works. And I have one technique for you today. If you want to know, please keep watching. So the feedback that I had was this one.
You are a very authentic person already and sharing openly, bearing it all to the world. By being you, you are helping me to give myself a permission to be me. You are helping me to realize that rather than admiring so-called spiritual and breatharian gurus, putting them on a pedestal and comparing myself to others is not the way to go. I have to find my own way and do me, and that's what I'm doing. I have stopped listening to others, telling me when to eat, when to fast, how long to fast. I'm unique and I shall listen to my own needs. I feel a bit more connected with people that are vibing the same vibe, and I guess reassured that energetically I'm aligning more with all of us. Because as you grow, you are helping me to grow and vice versa. So keep growing, beautiful sister.
And oh, I can only say thank you for this, not thank you to myself, but thank you for you expressing yourself and allowing me to then ping pong back and share with other people so that other people know that it only takes this. Realizing that you have the answers, okay? Now, I'm not saying in this video you should never ever rely on other people. You should never get inspired by other people. You should never talk to other people and ask them questions. But there is one thing you should always remember. Every time you go to others, instead of going to yourself before, number one action, you lose energy. Okay, I know it sounds like, what is she saying? This is scary. I know, but this is the actual reality. Every time you rely on other people more than yourself, you lose energy. And when you lose energy, you lose power. And when you lose power, you lose one of the most important things, actually the most important thing on this planet, you lose freedom. Freedom. Without freedom, can't do nothing. Without freedom, you can't have any power, any capacity to talk, express yourself, have results in your life, live the life that you want, be wise and peaceful and happy in your life. Because when you don't have freedom, you live like a slave. And there are several stages of slavery, right? There's a slave that really literally cannot even answer their survival needs, okay? And there's slaves who actually can only work full-time for other people. There's slaves who can't really manifest the thing that they want and have to live for other people's wishes. But basically slavery is the whole time thing that you are into a cage to some extent, to some level, and you think that others are responsible. You put yourself into a victim mentality. And well, I could go on and on, but I'd rather speak about how to free ourselves more rather than being a slave. Nobody wants to be a slave, right? Nobody wants, therefore, to lose their freedom. Everyone wants to have access to their freedom. And the moment I say that, there's a bird flying in front of me and standing on the light bulb. How beautiful is that? How much of a symbolism is that right now? Freedom and light. Cling, da-da-da. Gotta stop right now. Have a little break and a little smile because life is good. Okay, so in order for you to live in freedom more, to have more freedom, you need to have more energy. Gotta understand that energy goes with power. Power is freedom. Power not in the sense that you have power over other people or other creatures. Power in the sense that you have power over yourself and your own decision and your own creations. Anything you want to produce, anything you want to create, anything you want to manifest, if you want to call it this way, you can do that. And the more you are powerful, the faster you can create things, manifest things, and the more accurate they will be to your actual vision and wishes and decisions. Okay? You want to get a house? You get it. Now this is very interesting because this is what I am experiencing so far. Every time I think about I want to move in a certain place, I actually look online, the first place that I see, I can get it. And I get it actually. I've done that so many times in the past. It used to take me 2 days, then 24 hours, then an hour. Yesterday it took me 5 seconds, okay? But I realized, damn, I forgot to put a few things in my vision. So the place didn't actually have a garden when I needed one, and actually wasn't in the best location for me, close to like nature and land. And thank God I have people who told me, Mariam, why are you doing that? Why are you booking a place that doesn't actually match entirely your needs? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I can create better than that. And so I canceled. Little story of my life, but just to say that's how fast you can manifest things. A house, people, whatever you want. Helping others really is all about that, right? Being a better creator for others, for the planet, to create more than you consume, to produce more than you consume, because that's also another way, major one, to live on energy, producing more than you consume. How to have more power and how to have more energy and how to have more freedom, all hand in hand. Number one, take your power back. Get that energy back. Feel in a way that you have so much energy. Okay, experience yourself being that unlimited creator of energy through your actions. And actions include words as well and thoughts as well. Let's be clear on that. Even if you don't see them, they actually take more space than anything else, okay? So if you're not going to do that on a daily basis, every minute, every second of your life, do not expect to live on energy. And when I say live on energy, really I mean having so much energy that you become powerful, a master of yourself, and you can access higher levels of freedom, allowing you to then choose the life you want to live. You want to eat, not eat, sleep, not sleep, eat this and that, not eat this, not eat that. Doesn't actually matter, because you have that one thing that allows you to do anything, energy. Okay, so that one technique I'm going to tell you that basically covers everything is take your power back. In tangible, concrete actions, what does this mean? Don't go to other people for anything that you can get by yourself. Again, doesn't mean you never talk to people, never ask people for anything. No, you then collaborate. But when you give your entire power and entire energy to others, for instance, through doing those one things, asking questions when you have the answers inside, certain type of question, right? Not everything. Or going for people to like thinking about them as if they were bins or containers you can throw away your garbage. Don't do that. Don't. Every time you do that, you lose energy. And I know very well, because I used to do that. Oh my God, I used to do that so much for a certain amount of years. Let's be positive. Now I know, and now I behave different, or I do my best to, right? So I can see the difference. I can see how much more energy I have compared to who I was before. So when I do receive questions such as, Mariam, how long should I fast? What type of fast should I choose? What type of exercise should I do? I'm like, I don't know. Why do you actually ask me? Why do you put your power in someone else when you can answer those questions yourself? Because you are the only one who can know your body better than anyone else. When you do that, what are you really doing? Thinking you aren't good enough to have the answer yourself? How much are you respecting yourself when you think you don't have the answers, therefore you aren't good enough? When you think that other people are better than you, how much do you respect yourself when you think this way? How much do you care for yourself when you ask someone else a question actually only you have the answer for? How much confident are you when you rely on other people to give you everything on a plate, as if nothing was taking work for you or for them, as if nothing was taking energy? I remember this time we were in India with Ellie Tom last year, from the time I'm making this video, 2019, And it was interesting to see the difference between people, the difference between those who were hosting us, meaning we were going to houses and doing seminars over there. And I remember that one person who was hosting us, a woman, she was really kind. And she said that thing. She said, "Oh, you're here. I need to take the most advantage of you." And therefore, she was saying that to Elitom, and therefore she was like constantly asking questions to Elitom non-stop. And I was like, damn, this is the opposite of energy. This is the opposite of living on energy. This is the opposite of working on growing your capacities, growing your power, growing your light, growing your wisdom, growing your human qualities, because that is draining. And when you think you are getting something from other people by consuming them, consuming their wisdom, taking their energy, asking questions all the time, using them to feed your endless mind, that is terrible. That is exactly the opposite of wisdom, energy, growing capacities, being enlightened, all those words you want to use. It is exactly the opposite. So of course I was, there watching that, observing, doing my best to not judge that person, because people don't know, right? People don't know. So they do that because they have no idea what they create when they do that. And I myself, when I was doing that, although I never, to be honest, I actually never really did that. I've always been observant, and I used to be very shy as well and bad at communication. So I wouldn't even be able to put sentences together to actually ask a question. Even at school, I was scared of lifting my hand up to say, hey, I have the answer to this question you're asking, teacher. I was always scared of that. So that actually helped me to observe and look around. And then when I was able to actually ask questions, I didn't have any questions anymore. I was okay. I mean, most of the time. Maybe here and there I had a few, but yeah. Okay, so just saying, to conclude this video, take your power back. Believe in yourself. Trust your body. Feel. It's all, energy is all about a feeling experience. It's that simple. You eat a piece of chocolate, you know how you feel. Feeling experience, energy. You eat a slice of pizza. I'm sharing about food stuff because that's one of the way to know. That is one way that is the most obvious to have a feeling experience. That's why people eat, because the feeling experience is good, and there's more good than bad on the short term, in the short term. That's why people do it. Long term, of course, is not so good, right? But fair enough, this video isn't about this. Isn't about this type of health right now. When you have that feeling experience that you can connect with because you have a memory on what a feeling experience is, another one is sex. When you have sex, good feeling experience, right? Then you know this is a good feeling experience. This is the way you feel good, right? So then, therefore, anything you do, you can compare it to that feeling experience, which feels good. So therefore, when you meditate, when you exercise, when you pray, if you want to pray, when you swim in the water, when you walk in nature, when you maybe talk to people, have fun, play games, you can compare that feeling experience in your body to what you know already exists in your memories. Eating, sex if you had sex, whatever. Loving someone or having a feeling that we can call love. Okay, we won't go into details into that one too because it's so wide. But you know that feeling experience, right? Come back to this, because energy is all about a feeling experience. So when you ask about fasting, exercising, qigong, whatever the question is, come back to yourself and come back to your own feeling experience in your body. If you want to know about fasting, try an experience. And yes, trying means taking risks, right? You can listen to other people's life, you can read books, you can do all those things, but at the end of the day, you still have to try yourself. And that means, this is scary, right? This is fear of the unknown. What's going to happen? Woo! You don't know. I like to do that when something is scary, because it releases the emotion around fear. But only you know if you actually go into the experience and take risks to do so. You can't avoid taking risk. You can't avoid being sick on this path. Basically, you can't avoid being sick to have health. You can't avoid losing energy to get energy. You can't avoid going through hell to experience heaven. The two extremes, shall I say, go hand in hand, right? So again, take your power back. Take that energy back. Rely on you. Listen to people, watch people, get inspired. But at the end of the day, shut up and listen to you. When I say listening, I actually mean feel what you feel when you go into action. Stop being still and waiting. Stop even just meditating. Okay, that's important, fine, right. Gotta do it every day, fine, right. But go into action. When it comes to fasting, meaning changing your diet, eating less food, exercising, okay, go out there. Feel your body. When you do, you go into motion and choose what is best for you based on other people's experience. If you want, fine. When it comes to going into nature, all those things. And if you do have questions, the answers will come if you do connect with God, Allah, the universe, whatever you want to call it, okay? But basically that energy that you can connect with inside of you. Don't have to go nowhere. Don't have to go to any seminar. Don't have to listen to any guru. Listen to your own inner light, fire within, energy within. That is only asking for one thing, your attention to grow. And there you can enjoy being more of a master of yourself, okay? More in charge of yourself, more in control of yourself, if we can say that. And there you can live on energy. This is that simple. You live on energy when you stop giving your energy away to others or wanting to take energy from other people. That's when you start living on energy more. I do share more videos through my newsletter. There's videos that I don't put public in the YouTube channel because I don't feel like it's okay to do that yet. But if you want to have access to more content, join my newsletter. Link is underneath this video in the description section. Bye for now. Catch you up later.